All right. Welcome back, my regular viewers, listeners, and watchers. And of course, if you happen to be here for the very first time, welcome. Before I go any further, my name is Rahul George, India's premier eye hypnosis life healer coach and your personal guide. So, it's been a very interesting start to the beginning of this week. Of course, for those of you who follow along, you know that we don't start on Mondays, but a lot of our week actually begins typically on a Saturday or a Sunday, and we kind of start our sort of, it's like getting a jump start on the week. It's like getting ahead in a way on the week, so that by the time Monday comes around, Tuesday comes around, for us we are already kind of in the midweek state of mind, and then of course we ramp it up all the way till Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday. So there's been some beautiful programs that happened over the weekend. We had one on Sunday. In fact, we had Family Day on Sunday. We had a beautiful session on Saturday. And today, there have been some really, really beautiful, amazing sessions, meeting people from literally different walks of life, different parts of the world, different parts of the country. And every single time, as I hear people's stories, as I hear the journey that people are on, to to truly connect within, to truly be able to um, not necessarily just find their purpose, but really to be more present each day, until of course ultimately you not just find your purpose, but you live your purpose. And everything in between is living the journey. So, um, as I was getting ready to write the script for today's pod, one of the things that came to me was everything to do with the power of progress. And so, if you've been a regular viewer, listener, or a watcher of this pod, you know that there's been a lot of showing up. There's been a lot of experimentation from time to time. And there's, of course, along the way been a lot of discovery, right? Whether it is in discovering or rediscovering a brand, whether it is in um, formalizing or framing our content, or just the way that we work. And in all of this, it's always been about you. It's always been about our students who, you know, I truly, deeply care a lot about. And my intention is always to ensure that, they are taken care of every step of the way. Also, because I know what it feels like to be on this journey all alone, in trying to figure out what's the path or what's the next step. And there are a lot of times I've had to do this by myself. There are a lot of times when I have also had help, and knowing the difference, that is really uh, what makes this journey so worthwhile. And as I've said before, this is the reason why I make it a point to show up and to remind you that you're not alone. And especially as a healer coach, somebody who believes in the power of healing, and who has experienced being in a coaching environment, being in a nurturing environment, that today possibly you're at that point in your life where you want to share this with other people, you want to share this with the world. And so when you start to make that journey, that's when you realize that there are more steps involved, there are more journeys to be had along the way. And so, um, in different forms, I make it a point to create these mini bridges, if you might call it that, for for you to be able to um, feel that sense of accomplishment, that all is not lost, and that you've been able to move ahead. And I say this also because I've been very fortunate that from time to time, my teachers, my mentors showed up, and you know, there were um, there were little ways and big ways in which they helped me as well along my journey. So, uh, as I said, today's pod is all about the power of progress. And as I say, if you really want to get ahead, just keep showing up. So, I've said this before and I'll say it again. If there's any way in which I can help you, please do let me know. I'd be more than happy to. And having said all of that, of course, remember to live your purpose. One final note, of course, before I leave, just a reminder that we do have our community uh, sessions. These are live sessions. It's called the eye hypnosis life experiences. These are sessions that happen on Mondays and Fridays at 6 p.m. Indian Standard Time. This is a way for you to literally treat it like your mind gym or your spiritual gym, where you come to experience and you come to truly um, take a moment out of life and strengthen, the part of you that needs the most on that given day. And maybe on the surface it might sometimes feel esoteric, sort of, as they say nowadays, woo woo. But I can also promise you that as you continue to do this process, something will shift. And when it does, it literally opens up a lot for you. And of course, because this is a group and a community event, it helps everybody who shows up on that day. So, really looking forward to having you there if you haven't already. And even if you're part of our community and you're in the WhatsApp group but you're not active and you're watching this, this is just a reminder to come join us on Mondays between 6 and 7 Indian Standard Time, Mondays and Fridays. So, with that, of course, as I start to wrap, one final thing. We are launching the eye hypnosis life practitioner program level one. This is going to be the first batch. It's slightly different format. We're launching tomorrow. So we meet on Tuesdays and Thursdays between 6 and 9 p.m. And then, of course, we meet on Saturdays and Sundays between 10 in the morning and 6 in the evening. So this is obviously, by the sound of it, also it's an intensive program, but it's designed to help you, especially if you are somebody that wants to learn how to be able to use these skills in your own life. And this is, of course, going to be a blend of both hypnosis as well as neuro linguistic programming. So I can definitely promise you it's a lot of fun, it's a lot of learning, a lot of heart opening, and a truly beautiful, amazing community that shows up for this. So, wishing you, of course, all the very best. And having said all of that, remember to live your purpose. God bless. And of course, I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.